Welcome back to Top Down, Bottom Up. Looking at the top down today, let's get right into the charts that we talked about last month. The first was momentum. These are the names in the S&P 500 that are high flyers, high volatility, high risk, high reward. You noticed in that chart, we talked about it, there was a huge move higher off the April bottom. Now let's look at the other chart. It was low volatility. These are going to be defensive names, things like consumer staples, healthcare, utilities, the stuff that holds up better when the economy or the stock market doesn't do as great. And if you remember when we looked at those two charts, we were anticipating a move lower in the high volatility or the momentum and a move higher in the lower volatility areas. Now let's look at what actually happened during the month of July. First, momentum. You can see there was a 20% move lower just in the month of July. That came from a lot of the semiconductor names dropping that have done so well. Now let's look at the low volatility areas that we wanted to own. It actually moved higher, almost 1.5%, and is now breaking out to all-time highs. We really think that this is going to be the investment landscape we're going to see over the next couple of months. We're market historians. We love looking back at what happened in the past, understanding the charts, and trying to find these value opportunities in our portfolios. So we're going to turn it over to Brian for the bottom up to explore what are some of the areas that we really like right now, and where do we think that those areas are going to be in the next couple months.
You know, it's really hard to believe that I'm already coming to you with the August edition of Bottom Up, but let's get right to it. So you heard in Jake's top-down segment that defensive sectors in the market have been some of the best performers. And we've anticipated that going all the way back into May when we started jumping into some of these positions, and resulted in the move that you see last week. So the areas that we still like, that we think are going to help us to manage through the volatility that we could see ahead, are healthcare, consumer staples, and real estate. And so check your portfolios to see if you own any of these positions. We have Edwards Lifesciences, ticker symbol EW. They are the creators of the first ever artificial heart valve. Pretty cool. We also own Hormel, ticker symbol HRL, which if you like Planters peanuts, that's Hormel. And finally, another real estate investment trust, a REIT, R-E-I-T, which is Equity Lifestyles. And if you like pickleball, they own complexes that have some of the best pickleball courts in the United States. I think that's pretty neat. You can also read about our stock of the month. This month it is EXR, which is Extra Space Storage, some storage facilities, another real estate investment there. And as always, this has been Jake and Brian. Stay in touch with Econ Wealth Management.